bounce when she walk, then bounce when she walk, bounce when she walk, clap when she walk, clap when she walk, clap when she walk, clap.
First vid at home. Weird. Man, my fucking face, bro. Like, my face is insane, dog. I don't fucking like my face, bro. I feel some type of way about my face. So, the real world is doing a young reaction on that Andrew Tate thing. So that a lot of people like that one. So I'm doing a sort of a second one. This one we're doing it very low quality, but it is what it is, man. We move, you get what I'm saying? Like at some point we need to work with what we've got, stop the excuses, put in the work, you know? So yeah, man, let me just so obviously background to the story. You know how I do with the backgrounds, man. I'm a big Andrew Tate follower. So Andrew Tate is, everybody knows who Andrew Tate is. Eden Ross and Sneako. He used to be very close with them. Okay, maybe Sneako more than Eden Ross. Eden Ross is more of a clickbaiter, if I can put it like that. It's like a person that likes clicks. Like someone who's a vlogger, probably plays games or whatever, invites people over to talk to them, but he only invites like famous people, so it doesn't actually have like an identity or whatever, you get what I'm saying? So obviously him and Andrew Tate were close because of all of that, and then he's like a gamer, I think he was a gamer at some point. That's how he made his money, and then he's now rich for streaming and all of those types of things. And then obviously he met Andrew, and then Andrew tried to change him and make him like a better person or a better man, which didn't work out because after Andrew he just went back to his old self, you get. And then Sneako is one of those gents that's he's peak Andrew Tate follower. You know, like when you talk about a person who goes with the flow, bro. He just like, okay, Andrew Tate is hard right now. I'm gonna be the second Andrew Tate. I'm gonna speak everything that Andrew Tate is saying, and that's gonna be my identity from now on going forward. I mean, at some point they even identified as a Muslim, which is just a bit mad, bro. Changing your whole race, not race, man, your whole religion because you are a fan of like Andrew Tate. It's a mad thing. I also wanted to find myself religiously, try to learn about the Muslim culture, ended up going back to Christianity, you know. So African Christianity and the whole world Christianity is two different things, but I'm not there. We're not about to speak about that. So let's just get into why Andrew Tate cut off Eden Ross and Sneako.
How do you feel about other influencers that walk in the footsteps of you, but I feel like miss, or maybe they don't miss? I kind of want to like ask you, how do you feel about like the Eden Rosses, the Sneako, Zerka, all of these people that kind of walk in the realm of where you want? Like Neon is one now. Like, how do you feel about these gentlemen?
I think they're all different people. I don't pay attention to any of them. I know something about. I don't want to insult anybody. I don't want to talk about anybody negatively. Zerka's a clown. I mean,
imagine someone saying, I don't wanna insult anyone, but Zerka's a clown. It's kind of like saying, with all due respect, and then saying the most disrespectful thing ever. It's like, what's the point of you saying with all due respect?
No, I'm not laughing because it's Zerka thing. It just caught me so off guard. Listen, I'm not gonna talk shit about anybody. I'm gonna be very respectful. But fuck that guy. Okay, sir.
I'm just trying to be honest. I understand your question, but I don't see myself as similar to any of them. I think that.
I never said you're similar. I think that they're trying to recreate your formula. It's like the Krabby Patty formula. You know how Plankton's sitting around being like, how do they do it? And then they're trying to do it, but it's not really working.
Yeah, but they lack substance. They have no lessons to teach. They have no life experience. They are clowns. And when you're a clown, you embarrass yourself for other people's entertainment. I mean, I don't want to. Aiden, I know well. Sneako, I know well.
Are you close with Aiden?
Yeah, I speak to him often.
Okay,
but Neom, or whatever his name is, he's a clown, and Zerk's a clown. I don't want to insult them too much, but they're just children being stupid. And I think that as the world devolves into...
It's kind of funny how he said that. It's like, because like me and Sneako and Aiden, we cool. Because as much as everything that they're talking about, they do not understand, but at least they're still talking about it. They're not being clowns about it. They talk about it with all due respect to the fact that they don't understand anything about it. Which means that he's still saying that you can listen to Sneako if you want to listen to Sneako. You can listen to Aiden Ross if you want to listen to Aiden Ross. But just know that those people are speaking on the basis of, I heard someone saying this, now I'm saying it. Instead of saying that, oh, he's talking from experience, or he's talking from understanding, or he's talking from a background. It's kind of like, you know, when somebody goes to the township one time, now he's all of a sudden a township person. He's not necessarily a township person. It's just that, obviously, with the stories that he's heard in the township, you know, someone would speak about some of the worst things, like some gangster things, but he never actually got to experience those gangster things. It's just that he heard stories about those gangster things, and now he can somehow articulate the story to you to make him seem like as if he's a gangster. But he's
to insanity.
Trying to understand
People
where
are
he's
looking
coming
for
with that.
solutions and answers, as I said earlier, which I can provide.
She
They
won't-
can't
she
provide
can't
that
talk.
because they don't have the life
Yeah,
experience or
weird
the
that
intellect
he's
or the
doing
capabilities.
this
So all
right
they
now.
can do is provide cheap entertainment at their own expense. When you're a clown, you embarrass yourself for other people to laugh.
Yeah.
And
The Joker effect.
Yeah, and it's a completely different subsect. But I do feel like there are some people who are trying to follow in my footsteps, and imitation is certainly is flattering.
Flattering.
It was always going to happen. There was always going to be people who were trying to be me.
But does
there
that
will
piss
always
you
be
off
one
that-
top G, so it is what it is.
They're just highlighting the more insulting version of you than they are. Like they're not. Your method is punch. Here's the knowledge.
Yeah.
And they're just punching. For the clicks.
Yeah, and I think there's thousands of people, and there's probably thousands of influencers I've not heard of who are probably trying to do something similar, or to copy my formula, or say the same kind of things, and yeah, that's probably...
Who are you closest with?
You know
Like
what?
social media realm. Is it Nelk? Is it Aiden?
That's actually, I never thought about it like that. You know, like your Myrons and your Fish and Fits, you like, they represent what immitators doing, but on a more, I don't like that type of manner. You get what I'm saying? You know, when immitators always says that he's doing something and it's satirical, you find about the Myrons and all of those types of people, they do it, but you probably think it's not really satirical and they actually mean what they say. And then obviously because they get associated with the red pill movement, now the whole red pill now looks bad or whatever. You get what I'm saying? And now you look at it and you go, hey, this red pill movement is not the one, you get. But then when you think about it and you think about where it comes from, your Ben Shapiro, your not Piers Morgan, your Jordan Peterson, your Andrew Tate, your Tristan Tate, your Abba and Preach before, I don't know what happened to them, your all of those red pill thingies that do the videos where they show that the world is actually tough for gents more than it is tough for hands, and sometimes some gents are just living as if like this is never gonna get hard, you know what I'm saying? So it makes sense, man, you know, like they make the red pill movement look bad. That's why probably also Andrew Tate was like, nah, I'm not part of the red pill anymore, or I was never ever part of the red pill. I'm pushing this agenda and they pushing their own agenda.
Who's somebody
I also
you could
don't
fully
like
have a
the red
conversation
pill
and enjoy
now.
You
yourself?
know what's interesting? The Nelk guys are super cool. And I've met a lot of guys, and Aiden was cool. Met Aiden, met Sneako. But you know what's actually really interesting? I don't talk to anybody. I've realized this. In fact, there was a conversation about this inside the War Room a few weeks ago, and we are talking about how a lot of influencers cross-pollinate for views and stuff, right? They like, oh, I'll do a show with him, and he'll do a show with me, and then we'll go to his house, we'll do a show there, and blah, blah, blah. Podcast is obviously different. It's a podcast show, but outside of podcasts, I don't meet anyone, ever. If I can get 1 million views with me and Tristan in our home. with an iPhone. I don't talk to anybody, so I don't have conversations with anyone. I don't meet anyone. I'm far away. I'm in Romania. I can't leave. I don't really want them to come here. I don't want to have to entertain them. I'm quite isolationist, and my friends are the same friends I had 20 years ago. I don't have any new friends. I don't talk to any new people. I don't know this because they're necessarily bad people as such, but I just think we're on different paths, different missions. Like, I genuinely believe I'm waking up and trying to make myself the most excellent version of myself. I have the same standards for the people I love and my children and my family and my women, and I have the same standards for my fans. I don't want any fan of Andrew Tate to have ever lost in any realm. This is the thing that's interesting. I see these other influencers, right? Let's say these other influencers, some random influencer comes along and he sells some random garbage, a crypto, and the crypto loses a bunch of money, for example. I couldn't sleep at night knowing that my fans lost money because of me.
Yeah.
I don't want money that bad. I would rather all of my fans say, you know what, you can say what you want about Andrew Tate, but since I listened to him, my life has only gotten better. Nothing bad has happened to me. I go to the gym, I feel better, I feel motivated, I feel happier. I joined his school, it cost $40, it was cheap, I'm making money now. What's there bad about Andrew Tate? Every single thing he told me to do benefited me. And I really think I'm on this path to excellence. And when I see all these other influencers, I don't want to say names, but I'm not throwing shade, and I'm not trying to start internet beef, because that's what they're going to try and do, to try and get clicks off my name, because they're not relevant without me, and I don't give a fuck about any of them.
Just don't name them.
All these people, what they're doing is, the way they're acting doesn't inspire anybody to be brilliant. Going in the street and yelling like an idiot, running around with half-naked girls and being entertaining and doing all this garbage they're doing. Nobody looks at that and goes, I want to be a better man. At all.
Facts, bro. The red pill, bro, is insane, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, it went from, I want to make sure that men are better as human beings and know that, yo, bro, there's other people out there that can actually listen to you, actually understand you, you're not alone, to, or if you want to be a gent, this is what you have to do. And it's all the unnecessary things that I think part of like the 1% can only attain. And not everyone is going to be the 1%, because the 1% is then going to be like the 10%. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't associate to anyone. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would find in most cases, these gents, red pill thingies, would probably talk about this is how you get hands, this is how you need to improve yourself as a gent, and all of those things. You look at them and you're like, oh, man, that's so far fetched. You get, like, why can't you just say, man, just know that you're not the only one who's struggling right now. This is what you can do. This is how you can do it. If you need lessons on this and this and this, go to school, go do this, go do that, because not everyone is brilliant, if I can put it like that. Not everyone is strong, not everyone can fight, not everyone can sing, rap, play basketball, play football, play American football. Not everyone is special. And some people need to find what they're special in. You get, because there's a lot of things that the world looks at and goes, this is special. And there's a lot of things that the world looks at and goes, okay, that's not special, but maybe to some other people that's actually special. And for instance, to me, being a lawyer is not necessarily really that special. But to a lawyer, being a lawyer is like, okay, it's cool, but now there's like levels to being a lawyer. You get what I'm saying? There's being a judge, there's being a prosecutor, there's being this, there's being this. And there's something that the lawyer republic or the lawyer world looks at and says that is special. But to everyone else in the world, we couldn't care less, could we? So it's like, not everyone is actually special, and not everything that you're going to do is going to be considered special. But because you're not a special kid, doesn't necessarily mean that you shouldn't strive for being of importance in the world. You get what I'm saying? And I think that's what the red pill was all about before it became the whole thing of, oh, you have to be the top 1% of men. Bro, you can't. Not everyone is born in a world that allows them to be the top 1% of the world. And sometimes you find knowledge of how to become the 1% very late. And it's for me, I'm going to say it's okay, bro. Like, you know, like living an average life, as long as you're happy and as long as you be with a person that you love and respect, and you are happy and you have kids and you grow those kids and you find a skill that you need to do, and you do that skill, and you harness it, and you make it perfect, and then you go into the world, and you are him to your family. You're him to the people that are close to you. You don't necessarily need to be him everywhere you go. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, cars inspire me, but if you're just driving around with cars, it's like, okay, cool, man. We see you're doing well for yourself. But
they look at it and they might laugh.
Yeah.
They might think it's funny. It might get views.
It's retaining no substance.
Yeah, it's no substance. And that's why I think my brand is quite unique, because it's very substance-driven. And the reason my brand is so substance-driven is because I've had such a difficult life. I wouldn't be able to tell and teach the things I can unless God's put me through so much shit. I've been through a whole bunch of things so that I can teach and tell the world, look, you can do this way and life will improve. You can be this kind of person and your life will be better. But I think all these other influencers and whatever else they're doing, I think they're largely a part of the problem.
I think that's the issue, bro. The people that are doing all of those things are actual influencers. And the word influencer means that you inspiring a person to be something. You get what I'm saying? Like, you are to do something, if I can put it like that. You influence me to do something. And sometimes with being an influencer, it's like the minute you choose something, you have to stick with it. And if that thing, for instance, if a red pill is not good anymore, and a purple pill is being created, and that purple pill is the one that gets a lot of views. Maybe this, for instance, Alba and Preach, they were part of the red pill at some point, and then I think they joined the purple pill at some point, and then their content was like, okay, cool. Now this is like you get like this started to look as if they saw that, okay, this boss is not paying money anymore, so we dropping it, and then they dropped it, which I'm not gonna lie, I respect, but at the same time it's like
I would like to think in other nations and other cultures, and I don't know, but let's look at China, which has an insulated internet. If they have a brain, and I've heard this is true, I don't know if it is, but they make sure that their algorithms, the people who become famous, are musicians and mathematicians and engineers. They don't allow their algorithm to promote the idiots because they want the youth to be inspired by people who can do math extremely quickly or play the violin.
I've heard
at
about
age
that.
three. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Now, it is the Matrix to a degree. Of course, it is censorship and it's governmental control.
Yeah, but we're doing the same thing, but promoting the opposite.
We're promoting insanity. So then you go down the rabbit hole. Why? Who? What's the end goal? Why do we want children to wake up, go on their phone, and tune into a stream of some geek loser screaming at the top of his voice in public? Who is doing this? Why are we trying to dumb down the population and permanently distract them with absolute garbage? Because I truly believe that is... You talk about God, we talk about faith. To be a disciplined religious...
By the way, bro, you know, when he speaks like this, it reminds me of my late friend, right? He used to speak about the Matrix, right? And he used to go crazy at some point, and I was like, alright, dog. But at some things he used to say were very real on some level of... But I think at some point he accepted the fact that we do live in the Matrix, but also at the same time, I can't change it, and because I can't change it, I need to adapt to it and make the most out of it. Do you get what I'm saying? Because it's people like Tate that can fight the Matrix. Do you get? But some of us need to just notice it and go, okay, cool, we live in the Matrix. How can I make this better for myself? How can I work with this Matrix to make sure that my life, at least I can be in a position to say, I played the game and I won it. Or I played the game and I came out of it in a better position than most of the people that entered the game. And you know what I'm saying? Because you would check it out, bro. Like if life was fair, then no one was gonna be rich. You get what I'm saying? But the Matrix allows it for life to be not fair, and because now life is like that, there's people that are like, I'm gonna play the Matrix until I get to boss level, where when I beat boss level, they're gonna give me credits and affordability to change the game. You know what I'm saying? And I think people should strive for that instead of striving for, I don't want to be in the Matrix, bro. dog, you're not rich enough. You ain't got that money. You get, and sometimes I look at it and I go, what if it's also the Matrix that people like Andrew Tate are coming out, like people like everyone else, like you get like those smaller people, or is it them breaking out of the Matrix? Because Andrew Tate, even how he lived his life, you can tell that it's part of the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? Because you fight as a boxer, that means that people convince you that beating other people up for money is normal. You get, and you beat people up for getting that money, and then you look at it and you go, alright, how can I improve the Matrix by, okay, I'm gonna sell girls via an online thingy, and then they can chat with the people, and then everyone who's depressed is gonna be speaking to them, reel them in so that they can give them money. You get, but you have to remember, not all of that money was going to educate or the girls, or the people that are in there. There's people that were creating those apps that they were using. Therefore, isn't that him also working for the Matrix in some level or point of it? And then you look at it and then you go forward and you're like, he used the internet and he's the most Googled person who's earning money from all those Googles, who's earning money from all those streams that were being watched from YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, the Matrix still got money from him. He can't run away from the fact that the Matrix exists. But it's like, I'm going to play this game, bro, and make sure that I come out of it in a better position than I am in. Yeah, right.
The word is discipline. It requires discipline. It takes discipline to read the Bible. It's not going to be screaming kids. It's not going to be flashing images. It's not going to be as entertaining as a stream with 30 naked girls. No, you're going to have to sit down, pay attention, read, focus, reflect, try and find a lesson in the parable, get confused, read it again, ask for help. You're going to have to study. That takes discipline. As we're destroying the new generation and removing their ability to focus on anything, removing their ability to be disciplined, you're taking them from God. Most of these children today are so messed up from TikTok, they can't even focus on one page of a book, any book. Because all they do is scroll. Have you ever seen someone on TikTok, how fast they change video?
Yeah.
Their minds are gone. You can't even sit them down and teach them anything.
Alright, peace. That's it for me. That's my chat, bro. As much as everyone is going on about the Matrix, the Matrix that, maybe you should try and find a way to make sure that the Matrix works for you, bro. You get to play the game, bro. Like, that's my chat. Play the game, bro. The game is there for you to play it. If you don't play the game, then the game is just gonna play you, dog. Because the minute if there's actual people that are controlling the world, don't you think that the minute you find out that those people are controlling the world and you don't actually want to change it, and you just stuck on trying to change it or stuck on trying to get out of it, don't you think those people are going to try and force you and put you in a weird position? Do you get what I'm saying? Like a weird corner so that you don't make it? So just play it, bro. Like, I bet it's a game. Game on, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? You don't go into FIFA and say that, nah, I'm going to select 9 players. I'm going to find a way to select 9 players because the Matrix is pushing me to select 11 players. You get, like, the Matrix is not forcing you to do everything, bro. But anyway, peace, man. Peace and love. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Straight from our home, man. I'm at home, man. You can see the couch. The couch, just got this couch from my dad. The paintings, got it from my brother. My room is a bit dark, so I'm using a light. Otherwise, let me just go lift some weights or do something with myself. Otherwise, peace, love.
things did not go well for a while. And it was hard to see. It's just nice to win one.